Have you ever found yourself staring at a bunch of bananas on your kitchen counter, amazed that after 2 whole weeks they are still bright yellow with no brown spots in sight, and wondered how that could be possible? If you buy bananas often, you probably know the struggle all too well. You bring home a fresh bunch, planning to enjoy them over the next few days, but life gets busy. And before you know it, you glance over and see that the once perfect yellow skins have turned brownish purple. The bananas are overly ripe, and the texture has become mushy and unappetizing, making you wish there was a way to keep them fresh for longer. Many people think the solution is to put bananas in the fridge, hoping the cold will slow down the ripening process. But surprisingly, this actually makes the peels turn black even faster, leaving you with bananas that look unappealing even if the inside is still edible. So what can you do to keep your bananas looking yellow, beautiful and tasting sweet for a whole week or even half a month? In today's video, I'm going to walk you through some super easy steps that anyone can do at home to keep bananas fresh for much longer. And I promise you'll want to watch until the end, because I'll also share a clever tip for using up ripe bananas that you'll wish you had known sooner. Let's start with the steps to preserve your bananas. When you first bring bananas home, don't rush to place them on a plate or put them straight into the fridge, because bananas are very sensitive to low temperatures, and when they are exposed to temperatures below 50, an enzyme called polyphenol oxidase becomes highly active, causing the banana peel to oxidize quickly, which leads to dark spots and speeds up spoilage. The very first and most important step is to soak and rinse the bananas in a saltwater solution, which is a small but incredibly effective trick to remove the ripening agent that is often sprayed on banana skins to make the fruit ripen faster and look uniformly yellow for display in stores. To do this, prepare a large bowl of water, add 2 teaspoons of salt, and stir to dissolve. Then gently wash each banana to clean off the outer skin, and after washing the entire bunch, soak just the banana stems in the salt water for about 1 to 2 minutes, since this is where most of the ripening chemical tends to concentrate. If you skip this step, that chemical will cause the bananas to ripen quickly, turn black and spoil in just a few days. So make sure to soak and rinse thoroughly, because this simple step will slow down the ripening process, reduce black spots and mushiness, and extend the storage life by 5 to 7 days while keeping the bananas beautifully yellow and naturally fragrant. After the saltwater wash, the next step is to soak the bananas in a baking soda solution to eliminate any pesticide residue. Because after washing with salt water, you want to replace the water and add 1 tablespoon of baking soda, which is an extremely important step to more thoroughly clean the banana peel where dust, dirt, and residual pesticides often accumulate. Baking soda helps neutralize acids by creating a mildly alkaline environment in the water, and when it comes into contact with pesticides or ripening chemicals that remain on the peel, especially those that are acidic or fat-soluble, baking soda works to break them down and lift them off the banana's surface. So even though these chemicals can't be completely washed away with plain water, combining with baking soda significantly improves the cleaning effect. Gently place the whole bunch of bananas into the baking soda solution, rolling each banana back and forth so the peel is evenly exposed. And don't forget to soak the stems as well, since this is where most of the ripening chemicals tend to concentrate. And soaking the stems in baking soda water for about 3 to 4 minutes will noticeably slow down the ripening of the bananas. Once you've finished the rinsing and soaking step, the next critical thing is to dry each banana thoroughly, especially at the stem, using clean paper towels to gently blot all around the peel and stem until there's no moisture left, because if you leave them damp, bacteria and mold can start to grow, and within just a few days the bananas may begin to mold, ferment, or rot from the stem. Now your bananas are perfectly prepped and ready for the next steps, and the next thing you want to do is wrap the banana stems tightly with plastic wrap, because after the bananas have been thoroughly washed and completely dried, the stems are the area most prone to mold and bacterial growth. So use a clean knife to trim off any blackened or spoiled portions of the stems, since even a small patch of mold here can quickly spread to the entire bunch, causing the bananas to ripen too quickly and rot. Right afterward, wrap the banana stems tightly using plastic, ideally wrapping several layers to prevent air from getting in, which helps reduce the release of ethylene gas, a natural gas that fruits emit as they ripen. And when the banana stems are tightly sealed, ethylene is contained and doesn't spread, which slows the ripening process and keeps the bananas fresher for longer, and it also prevents the peel from turning brown too quickly. If you want to separate the bananas for gradual use, you can cut them into individual pieces, but make sure to cut slightly above the stem, then wrap the cut ends securely with plastic wrap or tape to block any air exposure, which prevents browning at the cut area. As for storage, never stack bananas on top of each other or let them rest directly against the countertop, because the best way is to hang the bananas, which helps prevent bruising, reduces surface contact, and keeps the peels from darkening. But if hanging isn't an option, lay the bananas with the curved side facing upward and the concave side facing down, which mimics the natural position bananas grow in and helps to evenly distribute pressure. And one final, very important tip, never store bananas in the refrigerator, because cold temperatures cause a cold shock reaction in the enzymes found in banana peels, triggering oxidation that turns the peel black, even though the inside might still be edible. So always store bananas in a cool, well-ventilated place at room temperature and away from direct sunlight. With these simple steps, your bananas will stay fresh, avoid spoilage, and help reduce food waste. So with just a few simple steps, we've already figured out how to keep bananas fresh for much longer, and you won't have to rush to eat them before they over-ripen or sadly throw them away. But what if you still have ripe bananas sitting around and haven't gotten to them in time? Don't toss them out just yet, because with just a few basic ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen, you can turn them into a batch of fragrant, sweet, and tender banana bread that everyone will rave about. Start by peeling about 4 to 5 ripe bananas, placing them into a large mixing bowl, and mashing them with a fork until they're moderately smooth. And remember that ripe bananas are rich in tryptophan, fiber, potassium, and vitamins B6 and C, which help improve mood and sleep, support digestion, and heart health. And they're also low in calories, making them suitable for those on a diet or managing weight. But people with diabetes should be cautious not to consume too many bananas, as it may not be ideal for their condition. Next, crack 1 to 2 eggs, depending on how many bananas you're using, and add about 3.5 tablespoons, or 50 grams of unsalted butter that has been melted. Then mix everything together until you get a smooth, slightly creamy mixture. In a separate, combine the dry ingredients, 1.5 cups, or 180 grams of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. Stir well, then pour in the banana mixture, and use a spatula to gently fold everything together until you get a thick, cohesive, slightly sticky batter. Before baking, make sure to preheat your oven and lightly grease the baking pan with a thin layer of butter to prevent sticking. Then pour the banana batter into the pan, and if you'd like, arrange a few banana slices on top for a decorative finish. Cover the pan tightly with aluminum foil, and bake at 350 to 705 Turk for about 30 to 35 minutes. As the banana bread bakes, the aroma of sweet bananas will fill your kitchen, the crust will turn a beautiful golden color, and once you take a bite, you'll taste how soft, moist, and irresistibly rich it is. And this banana bread isn't just easy to make, it's also healthy, low in fat, and a great way to use up overripe bananas. Truly the best of both worlds. So just with a few simple steps, you can keep your bananas fresh for over a week without worrying about them turning brown or going bad. And if they do ripen, you've now got an easy, delicious, and health-conscious banana bread recipe the whole family can enjoy. Thank you so much for watching until the end of the video, and be sure to give this banana bread a try and leave a comment to let me know how your family reacted when they tasted the treat made with your own hands. And don't forget, if you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on more helpful tips and tricks for making your everyday life easier and more enjoyable. Remember, every time you use these simple banana saving steps, you're not just keeping your fruit fresh, you're also saving money, reducing food waste, and making sure you always have a healthy snack or a delicious treat ready for you and your loved one. Imagine opening your kitchen to see a bunch of perfectly yellow bananas waiting for you, knowing you have the power to keep them fresh for days and even weeks. And if they do get a little too ripe, you now have the perfect banana bread recipe to turn them into something everyone will love. It's amazing how just a few easy changes to your routine can make such a big difference. And you'll feel proud every time you see how long your bananas last, how little you throw away, and how much your family enjoys the tasty results. So the next time you bring home banana, remember these steps. Wash with salt water, soak in baking soda, dry thoroughly, wrap the stems, store them properly, and never put them in the fridge. Each step is simple, but together they work like magic to keep your bananas looking and tasting their best. And don't forget, if you ever have questions or want to share your own banana saving tips, leave a comment below. I love hearing from you and learning together as a community. Your support means so much, and it inspires me to keep bringing you more helpful, practical, and fun ideas for your home and kitchen. So keep watching, keep experimenting, and keep enjoying the little things that make life sweeter, just like a perfectly ripe banana or a warm slice of homemade banana bread. Stay tuned for more, because the next video is packed with even more easy kitchen hacks and delicious recipes you won't want to miss. And together, we'll keep making every day a little brighter, one banana at a time.